Here is a Yule Rite 48-inch fiber optic Christmas tree. I don't plan to pick up too much new Christmas stuff this year, other than miscellaneous things like this, because I set aside money all year for Christmas, but I think it's almost all going to have to go to the light bill because the light rates are just off the charts right now. So anyways, this was cheap, and I've been looking for more of these fiber optic Christmas trees, particularly bigger ones, and this met that criteria. The box is in terrible condition, but I think that the equipment has never been used. It looks like it's been opened, but I kind of peeked in through the side of the box, and much of the original packaging seems to still be there, so I just noticed this. That's kind of funny. It says, doesn't it say 48 inches on here? Yeah, it clearly says 48 inches, and then somebody says 42-inch tray. Like, really? 48, 42. Come on. Anyways, I can't measure either, so I guess I shouldn't be talking, but this isn't measuring. This is look at the numbers and write them down. Let's open this up and see what we got here. It says made in China, Rite Aid Corporation. So that's a Rite Aid, or the wrong aid is like a pharmacy type store. I don't know what the OEM of this tree is. There's, in typical fashion, way too much tape on this box. Yeah, I think this might be new. It looks like it's in really good condition. And here it was a perfectly good trash bag, but now it's stuck to the tape. Get all this tape off of here. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna stick to everything in the storage area. So, see, it really looks like it's new. I did check to make sure that the power supply, whatever you call it, was in here, and it does seem like it's here. I really think that this is new. I think that this is where the light is. So we've got the power supply, which is pretty sizable. This is the Maxima Class 2 power supply. It takes in 29 watts, outputs 12 volts AC. It has to be AC because it probably has a little synchronous motor in there. 1900 milliamps. That's a lot of power, but it certainly doesn't warrant this big of an adapter. It's pretty heavy too. This is, I'm hoping these are spare bulbs. They're There's two of whatever it is. Yep, these are spare bulbs. These are 12 volt, 20 watt halogen bulbs. And these trees are one of the very few applications where I will use an LED, because I have not found that it really is distinguishable once it goes through fiber optics. Yep, here's another one. Looks to be the same model. We have a new color wheel in a, it was from Bradford Novelty Company out of Massachusetts, and it's shipped to a local address. And there's a packing slip in there, and it says it's dated 12/20 of 2000. So this is actually pretty old. I didn't realize that. And it says item number 8548, bonus pack for 40 and 48-inch trees, and it seems to have not cost anything. So I don't know if this is like some kind of a promotional thing or whatever that is. I have no idea. And it looks like, are there two of them in here or just one? No, there's two different color wheels in here. Or maybe it, like, do you use them together? I don't know. There's some color wheels, and then it's this. This is another one of those packing slips, and this one is for shipped to the same person. This one's dated a couple days later, 12/29/2000. This is item number 7114.9 for the 12 volt 20 watt bulb. Two of them, also free. I don't know why all this stuff was free. Here's the, what is this? The customer order form. So I guess you could buy all these different color wheels for different holidays. That's interesting. These are kind of expensive, $6 for something 25 years ago. That was a decent amount of money back then. That's like, even today, $5 for something like this? It's like a 99 cents from China thing. At least that's what I would have thought. I assume this is made in China. This is dated March of 2000. So it says, you purchase a tree with a color wheel already installed. You can easily change the wheel to change the lighting effects of a tree. Your tree has 3 color wheels for 3 looks. So I don't know if there's one in there, and these are the other two. You know what it looks like this is? It looks like a black and white one and then a colored one. So that's probably what this is describing here. The color wheel that is clear with black stripes, which is there, is a twinkling white light wheel. The color wheel with black stripes over colors, which is also there, is a multicolor wheel. The color wheel with a multicolored checkerboard pattern is a kaleidoscope color wheel. And that, I think, is the one that I want. Hopefully that's the one that's in there. We'll check all of them out because they might be interesting to see. It does look like there's a color wheel in here. I think it's the kaleidoscope one. And there's a bulb in there too, so we're all set with bulbs for quite some time. So here's the base. It's that typical cheesy plastic. Made in China. Caution: to reduce the risk of fire, use only plug-in lamps rated 20 watts, 12 volts. This actually has a fan in there, and if that's audible, I think I'm going to go ahead and convert this to DEL, because that's just going to be annoying. I would feel comfortable removing the fan if I installed the DEL bulb, because there'd be very little heat generated. How do we change out the color wheel? Looks like maybe the top turns. It seems like it wants to turn. I should just read this stupid manual, right? Where is it? There we go. Turn the base top clockwise. That makes sense because we're going from notch 1 to notch 2. Wow, that requires a ridiculous amount of force. I really don't want to apply that much force to this. Are you serious? I'm turning it the right way. It makes logical sense and it agrees with the manual, but really? It's only moving like 1/8 of an inch. And I'm just afraid if I push it any harder, something's going to break. Really? I wish I could see where the plastic tabs were. Try to push them in somehow. There we go. Okay, so this I guess is the kaleidoscope wheel, right? Color wheel with the multicolor checkerboard pattern is a kaleidoscope wheel. That's not what we have. To me, that's not a checkerboard pattern. It looks like it's a little bit of everything. So it's not brand new because the fan has some dust on there, so it's been used, but it's been taken care of. I don't know where those other 2 color wheels are. It seems like we only have 3. So we should have, in theory, 5, according to what it came with, plus that extra stuff. Multiple wire ties connected together. We're going to test at 117.9 the volts. It's using 3 watts on standby, 0.07 amps with a power factor of 0.43 the power factor. Okay, it's running. It's consuming 0.25 amps, 29 the watts with a power factor of 0.998. And that is annoying to have the fan on there like that, so I think we'll definitely go ahead and replace it with a DEL, and I'll take the fan out, or just disconnect it anyways. So I'm not going to turn that probably ever again. Let's put the tree on and see what it looks like. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest fiber optics tree I have at this point. I think the only item I might buy new this year, if I have the money, is like a big 7 or 8 foot fiber optic tree. I've really taken a liking to these over the last couple of years. I'm not going to fluff this up too much because it's going to go back in the box after we're done here. Let's just pull this out a little bit so we can get an idea of what it looks like. Alright, so this is whatever multicolor wheel is in there. Oh, that's a nice one. Fiber optics are very evenly spread out. Very bright. Got a little bit of that shimmer effect to it. That's beautiful. This camera does not pick up Christmas lights very well. The GoPro camera does. I guess I should have filmed this with that camera. The colors don't seem super vivid on this one to me. I don't know if that's just my eyes or the fact that the disc is faded. Could be a combination of both. Alright, let's try one of the other ones. That was almost catastrophic. I'm gonna peruse the manual again to see which way that should be turned. Remove the color wheel by unscrewing the screw, holding the disc onto the motor shaft. Well, that's not very helpful. I guess we'll just assume that it's a standard size, or a standard thread. It's very tight, whatever it is. It was not turning by hand. Well, that's not good. It's stuck to the point where the motor shaft is turning with it. Why can't things just be simple around here? I can't really reach. Okay, we have to do that. Try to hold the top, of course, very carefully because it's where the threads are. Nope, that's not going to work. Great. How the heck am I going to get this off of here? Man, this is really stuck on there. It's not giving me enough grip. Really don't want to break the color wheel either, because that's probably the one that I would use. Have to bend it up a little bit. This is making me really nervous. I think I got it. There we go. There's no reason for that to be that tight. It's ridiculous. Oh, great. I think there was some kind of washer in there that just went flying. Yep, there was. Oh, I hope that was all in the frame. These color wheels, I think, have never been opened. Well, maybe they have been. They're just put back nicely. So this is the white one. That's as tight as that needs to be. Alright, let's see what this color wheel looks like. It's just twinkling white. So I'll have to make sure that when I get the DEL replacement, that the DEL replacement is soft white. Otherwise this would look bluish. That's kind of cool. It's a little fast though for my preference. It's a bit much when it's constant. Okay, let's try the third color wheel, which I believe is a combination of this one and the one that we previously tested. Alright, so this has different colors. Yeah, the colors are not very vivid on this one. I suppose I could probably get different color wheels and try to find one that's a little more vivid. Yeah, the colors on this one are very bland and uninteresting to me. The optics look nice. They're very well spread out and very thick. A lot of them on there. But I think we should try to get a different color wheel. And lastly, we'll just try it blank, just for curiosity. It's kind of interesting to see how 25 years later we're using fiber optics for all sorts of stuff. Now they're almost commonplace. So we got fiber optics coming in the house here for internet telephone service. You know, 25 years ago that was unheard of. This was a creative use for fiber optics 25 years ago. Okay, so this is just blank, no color wheel, just plain light. Actually looks pretty nice that way. It's a nice tree. It's got a good shape to it too. It's very full. I like this one. Okay, so that's working. We've got bulbs, we've got color wheels, and we've got kind of an annoying loud fan. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something I seldom do and change this to DEL, because then we can remove that fan because there won't be as much of a heat issue, and should be fine that way. This actually is very well vented. There's vents all on the top and everything. Yeah, looking at this color wheel now, I think it's just a bland wheel. The blue is very kind of faded. It's like a pinkish color. There's no like nice red. The green's very faint. I think this is just not a very good color wheel. So I'm going to try to order some other ones. I bet this is a fairly standard product. See what I can find and for what price. I can't imagine one of these is worth $5 or $6, whatever it was. It's kind of crazy to me. Let's put everything back in the box here for now. We will be taking everything out for Christmas pretty soon. Going to start in the coming weeks, but not quite yet. Kind of a cool graphic. Yeah, I'm never going to shut that again. There's just no reason to. Going anywhere, not shipping it or something. Put this gigantic adapter away. optic tree. I think this is the third one I have now. Tested and confirmed working. Ready to go for Christmas 2024, which is right around the corner.